Jump, jump, the house is jumping.
Yo, we got a house now.
Jump, jump, the house is...
The house is sentient!
Holy shit,
Holy shit!
the house is jumping all
Oh
over.
my god, there's a hurricane in here with 8-bit graphics.
Welcome to the PatCave, a show where we talk all about superheroes, pop culture, nostalgic TV and movies we grew up with. And today, we definitely grew up with this one.
Oh yeah.
Joining me as always is Alex Bootyman Boots.
What up, y'all?
So it's been a while since we did a DCOM review.
Yeah, been since Motocross, which is one of my personal favorites.
Yeah, and that was a blast. Today we're watching Smart House, a Disney-com original that is a classic.
Yeah.
We all know and love it. If you haven't, go give it a watch.
Yeah, so when Disney Plus came out, I was so surprised to know that they were bringing back almost every DCOM that was available.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. There was a few that were left out because they actually weren't, like, the rights were not owned. It was like the Wonderful World of Disney. So
Yeah.
this is not
Gotcha.
under that
Your
category.
Susie Q's.
Your Susie Q's.
Yeah.
Your Angels in the Attic that
Yeah.
no one talks about.
Oh, yeah.
There's some great ones
Okay.
that we have to figure out how to revisit. But this one, this is upper echelon.
This is a classic. It was kind of ahead of its time. If you haven't seen the movie, we're going to give you a little rundown of what this is. Can you do it like Lola? Can you do it like the house?
I can't do women
Okay.
voiceovers.
Okay.
I don't know what
Just
it is.
check it. Now, let's hear the synopsis.
The Cooper family wins a state-of-the-art smart home. Life is but a dream until the dream home becomes a sentient housewife with a mind of its own. How will this family survive the brutal wake left behind by their smart home? Smart house. I did it again.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Way to end it.
Yeah, man.
Smart home.
Yeah.
So, did you grow up watching this? Was
Absolutely.
this one of your favorites?
This has to be up there with one of my favorites. I think when I was a kid, I would probably tell you like Luck of the Irish from Ryan Merriman was up there.
Yeah.
But then seeing this again, like this was peak late 90s for me. So like you and I are like 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
This is the classic. I have a Capri Sun on the couch. Homework's done.
Probably seen it 4 or 5 times. You're like, I don't care.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do not care.
Yeah.
I would watch this movie into the ground, just have it in the background.
Yeah,
Like,
and I forgot how bad the effects were.
oh yeah.
At the time, I didn't care.
No.
It was just this concept that I just could not believe.
Yeah.
And nowadays, it's hitting kind of close to home.
But I still don't believe like that scientists are cool, and they're not going to start by showing me the scientists of this house.
You don't like that sexy young scientist?
I like her.
Okay.
But not because she's smart,
Okay.
just because she's cool.
So speaking of the characters,
Yeah.
we have someone returning. Well, this was his first Disney Channel original, I think.
this was Ryan Merriman's first.
Yeah.
He also makes an appearance in Halloween Town, I found out. Or not the original, but like later.
Okay.
Like High.
3
or
oh
whatever.
yeah, that's right. He does.
Yeah. Okay,
And
cool.
because he's a classic high school walk through the halls dancing.
Yeah, he used the same exact dance moves down the dance line in
Yes,
this
he
movie
did.
that he did in
Yes, he did.
Luck of the Irish.
Anything he was in,
Mhm.
I'd watch.
Oh yeah, this is 99.
Yes.
This is I mean I got some like little casting notes. Like we get
Okay.
to see Katie Volding, who is Andy Brink's little sister.
That's right.
That was so cool.
I think
like,
she was the best actor.
she is. I think she had a great moment where she's like, "Yeah, Dad, tell that house to mellow out."
Yeah.
She had a
Yeah.
lot of great moments.
Or like the whole, he gets mad at all the girls my dad likes. Like
Oh,
she
yeah.
knew exactly what she was doing right there.
very in touch emotionally with her little brother's efforts to cock block their dad.
Huge cockblock,
Oh
dude.
my god, like what a piece
Yeah.
of shit at times.
Yeah. So and speaking of the dad,
Yeah.
he was recognizable.
Yes, he was in Home Alone 3. Recognizable to me.
Yeah. Well, it was just a classic dad, almost
Yeah.
like the one you'd put in the dictionary,
Yeah, and just
like
to cut
next
it,
to dad.
you're right. And
Yeah.
to cut it into Marvel, co-star with Scarlett Johansson in that movie.
He was
She
really
was in that movie,
Oh, she
too.
was the
She's
sister.
the sister.
Oh,
He was the
that's
dad.
right. Yes, that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Now we also got as the house. We
Oh,
have
yeah.
a famous voice actor that you guys might know.
We have Katie Seagal, who is Leela from Futurama.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was also in I've never watched it, but Sons of Anarchy, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't
No?
never watched the show.
Yeah, well, more famous for her voice,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
I'm not a huge fan of the shows. Like it's whatever. Cool.
Yeah.
Bikes.
Yeah. So I thought it was just overall fantastic cast.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe the bully was the only one that felt so weird. Our boy Ryan is so cool.
Yeah.
We all know that. Why is he getting bullied?
Yeah, and why is that? I saw a dude in the background. I'll cut to the shot, like wearing a Leatherman jacket. Like purely could have been the bully in this film. He's in the background for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And then these two chubby, like, I'm a big guy.
Yeah,
These
spiked
guys-
haired, first in line at Hot Topic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Paired with, like, the most just, like, Gunther sounding guitar background.
Yeah, and they
anytime they're in the shot.
Excuse me? I don't think my brother wants you here.
So weird.
It's like they didn't give him any incentive to bully him. Not like, hey,
No.
you have a dad and I don't, or like, you know, I know Ryan doesn't have a mom, which now we keep saying Ryan. His name's Ben in the movie.
His name's Ben in the movie.
Yeah.
And then in Luck of the Irish, it's Coyle.
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 And there was a huge plot point in this movie about him losing his mom
Yeah.
and making up for all the stuff around the house so his dad couldn't get a date or didn't think they had to replace their mom.
Literally, like, won't take messages down if it's from a woman.
He's like, oh, I really wanted to go on a date with her.
Yeah,
And he's like, not your type. Yeah, I'm like, how does this kid know his type?
Yeah, but then flash forward to when, like, the dad's kind of falling for Sarah's character.
Yeah.
And she looks like a carbon copy of his dead mom.
Yeah, I don't think you know his type. His type.
It's so strange.
Cock block Ben.
Yeah. Other cast and crew notes. I cannot wait to blow your mind with this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So, do you know who directed this?
Not
I'll
a
give
clue.
you a hint.
Not a clue. Who?
Oh my God. There was a documentary that Bree and you and I watched about this television show that was PBS and for children.
It's so
Come on.
it's the host of Reading Rainbow.
Yes, LeVar Burton
No.
directed this movie.
That's so strange.
I've got a couple of fun facts here.
Okay.
That also, so it was written by him and Stu Krieger. Stu Krieger famously also did a DCOM, Xenon Girl of the 21st Century.
one of Bree's favorites.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And so Stu and I think LeVar went to NASA and studied like their technology in researching both that film and this one, which is so funny to me because I'm like, what the hell did NASA have for them to think that a motherboard is just on the wall of these houses?
Well, is that explain why the control room looks like the Death Star?
yeah, which I loved.
Yeah.
So this is not even so much factual. It's just that like in your like astute like summary of like this is like top tier DCOM movie.
Yeah.
This is literally ranked on like two lists, number 1
Okay.
and number 3 of best DCOMs of all time.
Wow.
And I liked this quote that was essentially, it's arguably the most iconic DCOM. But it's like it's like such an unlikely futuristic family drama that no one ever needed.
Yeah. I think this is an outlier in DCOMs. Like usually it's skating or
It's like an action.
she moves to a ranch
sport.
and has. Yes, this is very, I would say, unique for DCOMs.
Yeah, two of the moments that they like, gauged this and then were like, this is why it's so high up.
Yeah.
I laughed, but it was like his acting moment when viewing his mom's home video footage was like really strong emotionally for a lot of kids.
I won't lie, that hit me. Like we were laughing the whole movie, and then that came on, and I was like,
"Aw,
yeah,
get it."
yeah.
And then the other thing was Katie Seagal like kind of going batshit haywire
Yeah.
as like
She becomes
Pat.
full on AI.
Yeah. By the way, Pat the smart home.
Yo, Pat will get the house jumping.
Yeah. Personal
Applied technology. Yeah.
Lame.
Lame. And so Sarah is her creator, which
Yeah.
is Dad's got the hots for.
Mhm.
I found it hilarious watching Dad hit on her.
About to turn down a $4.1 million home, and he's like, "I guess a girl invented it. I should stop by."
Yeah. So the house has this cool feature where any wall can just turn into a projection.
When they're waking up in the morning, we see a half-court shot for Ben.
There's an alarm clock.
We see
Yeah.
Walt Disney Orchestra for what's his sister's name? I forget.
The little Brink sister.
For Brink's sister.
Yeah.
Katie?
Angie.
Angie.
Okay.
And then for the dad, he gets like a country like rooster.
Yeah. Wakes up super sweaty out of a sweat fever.
Sweaty for no reason at all. Definitely like a second day shoot.
And just spraying him down with the bottom.
He looked sick.
Yeah, he did.
It was so weird. But back to the wall.
So yeah, that was probably one of the cool things that most kids remember is like, oh, a TV, like anything you'd want on your wall, like so
Yeah.
cool. So we had music videos being played.
Makes your couch disappear.
Yeah, this logically doesn't make sense. Yeah,
Well, that scene is hysterical.
yeah. So the sister gets a classic Bewitched "C'est la vie."
Oh yeah.
Which "C'est la vie, c'est la va, we can do." She's jumping on her bed.
That's Pat's nostalgic connection
Yes,
to this movie.
and her brother comes in and is like, "Sit down. This is no joke. We don't have a mom." Like, F nephew. Remember that?
And she's just listening to Bewitched. Like, it's not a problem. She's not,
Yeah.
like, misbehaving.
And she's just like, well, I think Dad could use a little bit of joy in his life. And he's like, how arrogant are you?
Yeah, it's out of nowhere. It's like a
we
fucking
all went,
firecracker went off.
whoa, on the couch.
Yeah. And then he had 2 outbursts at dinner, both times in front of, are they both in front of Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I mean, Dad is, like, laying it on pretty thick to
Yeah.
have this lady that he just met come to dinner with his
Yeah.
family twice.
Yeah. So the dad wants Ben to let loose a little bit because he finds out that he's doing all this work for the family.
Just now.
And it's the reason why he's not tried out for the basketball team, even though every shot we've seen him take, he missed.
Yeah.
Yep. And then it's to the point where the house is like, you know what? I'm going to do something special for Ben.
Throws him a house party.
House party. Which, to be fair, Ben goes in and like messes with her coding.
Uh-huh.
So like this isn't what it was designed to do, but
do you think all those kids had emails?
every kid had an email.
That.
Or maybe they meant to say like AIM type of stuff, but
To the point where his sister turned people away at the door.
because their email didn't match up. Yeah.
Wild.
So they have a house party. 2 of his homies come over.
Yep.
And they break out into one of the most iconic dance scenes in a DCOM. They used to play this separately on Disney. It was those 3 guys doing a choreographed dance. Would love to see the backstory of them learning that as friends, not behind the scenes.
Slam
Dunk the funk, put it up,
put
got
it
that
up on your
feeling.
land.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
And it was by a knockoff boy band
Yep.
at the time, 5.
Yeah, I think this is like our 3rd basketball-themed hip-hop song, too,
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah. So they do a 30-second dance and then just all high five. And they're like, oh my gosh, this was
We're
amazing.
going to get so much.
Yeah. And then like,
tonight.
all we need now is the girls and the doorbell rings.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just that to me was like, this
Yeah.
kid's living it up. He's
Yeah.
got the coolest hair I've ever seen. I did my hair like him
Mhm.
after this. I don't know why he was bullied. But anyway,
I know why.
dead mom.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Disney. I'm looking at
Disney.
you.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the smoothie coming out of the counter.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Or at the party, the chocolate assortments.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. It was kind of cool how like some of them were done really well with it come out of the
I know what
cake.
you're
You
gonna
would
say.
you'd see the hard work that people
Yeah.
put in for the props to come up, and then other times they just keep it right out of frame so they could just pull it
Yeah,
away.
they tie a string to a set of keys and just pull it out of
just
frame.
Pull it out. You got to
Yeah.
save costs
You gotta
somewhere.
make it look good.
Yes.
The orange explosion, that
Yeah.
was wild because, at first I'm like, I'm all in. All these oranges are crazy. I got to get out of here. Suddenly, the house throws a pan.
Yeah. Everything else starts. Maybe all the other cabinets start.
I don't know where that came from,
Yeah.
though.
No. And the
Yeah.
kid and Ben is like, it's just a small hiccup. We don't have to call Sarah.
Yeah.
Like it almost decapitated my sister, but
Yeah, the house is fine.
it's fine. Don't call the girl you have a crush on.
Yeah. Wild.
Now, what is one of the other cool parts of the house that pretty much every kid could use to cover up bloodstains or parties?
Oh, the floor absorbers.
The floor absorbers.
Like,
Yes.
literally, they're fucked. They've got like 4 minutes till Dad gets home.
Yeah, for the
Which-
party.
I would assume that the house would account for that.
And all these kids run out of the house like they live in the neighborhood.
Jerks.
But like they're
Yeah.
13.
Yeah. And this is all after they witnessed this house bully the bully, which was pretty.
It was wild.
Yeah. They had a floating skull come in and
And then
terrorize.
absolutely lightning strike his ass.
Yeah, like, dude, it was like Emperor Palpatine moment. It was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the floor absorbers.
So yeah, all the kids run out. No rides home.
Yeah.
And then they're just like sweep everything onto the floor.
Yeah. And
And
they'll be fine.
they do.
And Dad takes his sweet ass time getting to the front
Spinning
door.
the keys,
Yeah.
taking his time. Yeah, and it's funny because like we are sitting there trying to figure out the science to it when
Yeah.
this is a kids movie, but we're like, wait, they're standing on the floor,
Yeah.
and then the floor absorption starts happening.
Yeah.
And you're like, maybe just like stand off of the carpet and let her do her thing, be more efficient. But so many things just didn't add up in the house.
No.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So I love too when like they're first giving away the house and like showing it off to, the investors and all that stuff. Anytime the house talks,
Yeah.
I love when people just look up at the ceiling. It's God.
I think they're afraid it's gonna eat them.
Yeah.
Because we did see that, like, the opening scene is this newspaper delivery boy, like, throws it out there, and the house is, like, mad it's not on target.
Yeah.
And she's got a giant claw that just, like, comes out. That kid
It
is
just penetrates his chest.
Oh, no.
Okay.
When Ryan thinks it's a good idea to implement, like, fake comedies surrounding mom and, like,
He rewrites her code.
yeah.
What are the TV shows that he shows Pat?
Mother Knows Best. My three moms. I have more questions. Make Room for Mama and
Yeah.
Noah's Matriarch.
Love that.
So strange.
Love that.
Also, like the fictional candy Sugarbursties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. Little
Just-
nuggets of good decomisms.
Yeah. I guess they can't like roll into a scene like, I'm so hungry, I'm gonna go have a generic candy bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Too many sugar
Bursties.
busties.
Yeah, it's fun to say.
Yeah.
So
So she ends up going just overcorrects
mhm.
and starts just becoming this awful mom.
And also like throws out the D word like so readily.
Daddy.
She is ready to go.
She's ready.
Dad's gonna stick it in her Davenport.
Oh my god. Or that mailbox slip.
Yeah.
Ouch.
The mac and cheese was still hot for Katie.
It was in a thermos, booty.
Yeah, but like, so it's a smart house. Does that mean every single appliance?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like the dad gets a new thermos out of the kids' clothes. Do they have new clothes?
They didn't have to grocery shop.
Ryan's room doesn't have a single thing from his previous room in this new house. Like, there's a lot of things that I'm like, whoa.
Speaking of that, I have Ryan gets a point in my head for
Yeah.
having one of those blue inflatable couches.
Oh yeah,
I
you
loved
like that one.
loved those, but also he gets 5 deducted for putting a poster in the corner of his room and hanging it.
Yeah, and
Creases it right down the middle.
the only thing though that like he receives a failing grade overall for being a kid is a shirt with a basketball on it, direct size of the basketball.
Of the basketball. Yeah.
No words.
It just came up on film and we all knew what to laugh at. We
Yeah.
just I gotta buy that shirt for you.
It's just like when you're a kid, it's like I like trucks, I like
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
Truck,
You get it right
dinosaur.
there. I get it, like liking basketball, Michael Jordan. Like
yeah, but it
have
was usually a guy or
a
some kind
guy.
of cartoon.
just a ball. He's ready to ball. The ball go.
Well, you could. That's what happens when you have a mom.
Yeah.
While he's going in there and like hacking the system,
Yeah.
he starts showing Pat all these TV shows, and they keep cutting to the moon landing.
Oh yeah.
And it's like over and over and over. And I'm like, you guys, this shit was funded by the Pentagon. I swear to God.
Yeah.
There was so many. There's subliminal aliens in there,
Mhm.
AI taking over,
Yeah.
the moon landing, diabetes.
Did you say the moon landing twice?
Did I?
Yeah.
See,
love
now
that.
I'm all jumbled up.
Yeah, no. I mean, they're selling this house. Why the fuck didn't she get rid of the rat tunnels that she had in that house?
Yeah, dude.
She can get rid of chairs with the walls. But
Ben, Ben was so chill when that rat ran up on him.
yeah, handled it.
Handled
Picked it up. We were laughing. We were like, it would be so funny. He sees that rat and kills his line of communication immediately.
Yeah, that's like her best friend that she's had for like 10 years.
Dude.
Oh.
I mean, I still, despite all of these issues that I had, I loved them
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah. No, that's
Um,
what made it so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Which, do you want to get into scores?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. So, what is your DCOM Smart House booty score?
I kind of like reacted a little bit differently than I thought I would.
Okay.
I really did enjoy this, but then like doing this research and someone put this as like the #1 DCOM.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. There is
Yeah.
no way. Like,
Yeah.
it's a great movie. And, like, when you add in, like, the sentimental moments, like, I can't deny that I did enjoy this movie. But
Yeah.
to put this at the top, the only reason it belongs at the top, if I'm going to give it that,
Yeah.
like, allowance.
Is your boy Ryan?
No, I was going to say that, like, I think this is a good movie that, like, anyone could relate to.
Okay, yeah.
In terms of, like, I would love to have a smart house. So,
Cool.
like, there's no
Yeah.
gender specific. Like, there's a girl character, there's a boy character. The only thing that they're missing is a mom character, but that kind of takes precedence with the home doing that
it's
role.
Disney.
It's Disney.
Dead moms.
Dead
Yes.
moms, dead
Yeah.
dads.
Yeah. First of all, what's your score?
I'm going to go 6.9.
6.9.
Because Dad wants to fuck that house. Yeah.
With Sarah, threesome.
Sarah. Yeah, threesome.
I got to follow up on that. What's your #1 DCOM?
Oh my
Do you have
God.
one?
Yeah, it's got to be between Johnny Tsunami and Brink, and we've been saving those for you guys.
Yes.
We got plans,
Excellent.
man. I would even put Xenon above this movie.
Damn.
Go movie.
Damn.
Love it.
Lamar Vernon doing his thing.
Well, that was really cool to find out.
yeah.
It was fine.
Okay, so my DCOM Smart House Booty Pat score is a 9.4.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and you told me, you're like, think of your score before we start, because I do have a tendency to not think of it until I hear
then
booties,
copy
and then just
me.
go 3 or 4 above or below.
Yeah.
No, but I think I had so much fun watching this.
Yeah.
The green screen made it that much funnier how bad it was, because I remember it being good as a kid.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll never forget the moment when Bree was like, that chair just disappeared.
Oh, yeah. Did not catch that as a kid.
Never caught that as a kid.
Mm-mm.
But from the music, which I still bump sometimes, I won't lie. C'est la vie. That's it. Man, good times on Disney Channel.
Always
man.
good
Such
times.
good times. I told you when we were watching it, maybe we should throw in some Disney commercials in between. It would just help build the nostalgia a little bit more.
This smart family has to pull together to deprogram a very smart house. This summer, visit the latest Disney Channel original movie, Smart House, a Saturday premiere on Magical World of Disney, June 26th at 7, 6 Central.
Yeah, and I mean, if DCOM isn't nostalgia for you guys, throw it in the comments for us, like some other movies that we should check out that maybe isn't from our generation.
Exactly. Maybe
because we're gonna tell you why you're an idiot. There's no way
I
your
guess
childhood was better.
You
than
got
ours.
ABC Family. You've got Nickelodeon.
I feel like our generation got a lot of agendaless movies, like that weren't like pushing forth like a huge agenda.
Yeah.
We like Smart House.
Sure. I think a bulk of them was like, hey, do what you want to do, kid.
Don't let people stop you.
Yeah, which is Satanism. But
yeah, sure.
no, but no, that really did resonate with me as a kid. Like, try something new, try your hardest. You know,
Yeah.
from motocross to Brink to Johnny Tsunami to Genius.
Enter those useless contests. You might win
Yeah,
a house that your dad thinks sucks.
exactly. What's the moral of the story? Cock block your dad.
Get a cool house.
Get a cool house.
Yeah.
Well, that was the PatCave podcast. Thank you for joining us this long. Like Booty said, throw some of your favorite nostalgic movies down there in the comments. Like, subscribe, share with your fellow nerds.
And jump,
Jump, the house is jumping.
Yo, here we go. We got a
What?
house now.
Jump. Oh my God, that house is jumping.
Ah, the house is jumping.
It's a smart house.
Smart house.
Do do do.